All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and it's not the video that I planned to make, but it's the one that we are making nonetheless because we have some things to discuss. I've had a couple of you guys message me on Discord asking me why I'm not uploading daily videos covering the boycott. Am I giving up? Am I quitting the game because I didn't upload videos yesterday? What's going on with that? So let's talk about it, man, because y'all my people and I love each and every single one of you guys who check in with me on the daily. So, first question, why am I not uploading daily videos on the boycott? The answer to that question is very simple, to be honest. There's been no progression. Things like a boycott, it takes time, right? It takes time for the people behind this game to see the lack of revenue and the frustration of the player base, and then we will start seeing the wheels turn, right? So we can't just say, oh, it's been a week, yeah, nothing, okay, we just give up. No, 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 no. You see, especially where we are right now, where Black Friday is only a couple weeks away. This is where we really show what we're made of, right? This is where we can really hurt them the most. If they see the lowest number of sales in the history of this game on Black Friday, that will definitely wake them up, right? That will definitely wake them up because the people behind this game, in my opinion, they are scum. They are vile, honestly, inhuman sons of. Okay, let me stop. For them to bring in such a massive pay to win cash grab system to this game in the middle of a pandemic when people can't work, people are just struggling to stay alive, really tells me that they don't care about their community. They just care about revenue. All of us, the two things that we're doing for Netmarble and the Marvel Future Fight team is giving them our time and our money. And that's the only things that they care about. So if you stop giving them time by limiting how long you log in every day, we're not even logging at all, and you stop giving them money by not spending anything on their game, like you can spend your crystals that you earn for free, or if you have like a Stark stash running like I did before when I was supporting the game, that's cool. But if you stop spending actual money on this game, not only are you saving money to do other things like buy a PlayStation 5 and buy the new Miles Morales game for PlayStation and play that shit, right? Or maybe buy yourself an iPad Pro or a new phone or whatever and spend some time with your family or whatever, right? You're hurting these guys by just doing that, right? Because they lose you as a daily active user, which means the daily active users for this game drops, which is a very big metric in terms of how good a game is doing. Next thing is if the money dries up, guess what? They got to pack up. They're out of business because they can't afford the servers. They can't afford to do updates. They can't do nothing without us. They need us way more than we need them. And mobile games are a dime a dozen. Marvel Future Fight is a diamond, right? It's a diamond in the rough. It's a beautiful game visually, has some really cool aspects to it. It's one of the best games out there, but it's taking a dark turn. And I feel like there's a couple things that's contributing to that. One, many of you guys believe to be the case is the upcoming release, which we don't know when it is yet, but it's gonna happen eventually, right? The upcoming release of Marvel Future Revolution. We may not know when that game is going to be released, but the Future Fight dev team probably has a good idea when that's gonna be released, right? So what they could be doing is actually converting this game into as much of a pay-to-win fiasco as possible to get as much money as they can out of their player base, because when the next big Marvel game releases for mobile, which is Future Revolution, right? Guess what could happen? They could see a mass exodus where 50, 60, 70% of their player base just completely jump ship, go play that game, and fall even more in love with it than they were with Future Fight and never come back. That is definitely something that they're looking at. Now let me say this. Many of you guys seem to believe that Netmarble is intentionally trying to kill Marvel Future Fight for Future Revolution. I do not believe this, okay? Because Netmarble, the parent company of Marvel Future Fight and the upcoming Marvel Future Revolution and many games, right? They want as many sources of revenue as possible. I don't see them wanting to kill a game for another. That's like me quitting my 9 to 5, my 60-hour-a-week job to do YouTube instead of doing both at the same time. Why would I do that, right? Why would I want one source of revenue when I can have multiple? You see what I'm saying? So for any of you guys who truly believe that they're trying to intentionally kill Future Fight for Future Revolution, that's not a realistic belief, right? I don't see that being the case. But I do think the people behind this game are very threatened that there could be competition to them and their revenue, and they may actually be just turning this game to a pay-to-win mechanic ahead of time because they know a lot of players in this game, they're going to panic. The people at the top, a lot of them are going to panic. They're going to look at this in two ways. Wow, I'm losing my ability to maintain my edge over other players. Let me bust out my credit card and get back to where I was before. Just like how when they change over ABX and they say, oh, you got to get these characters with silence. You got to get these characters with paralysis and all that stuff. The people at the top, they now have to go build new characters because they want to stay at the top, right? Or when they release a new meta character for ABX, doesn't matter who you were using before, you now have to build up that character. So they're feeding on the people at the top and their desire to stay there. Now, a lot of them are not putting up with the BS. A lot of them are actually sticking with us in the boycott, but there's a couple people who've already started to spend. That's just what's going to happen, right? Because some people are going to look at this as their moment to be at the top, even if legitimately all they're doing is competing with themselves because the other people around them are not even competing. It's like playing a game of soccer and basically everybody on the field is just standing still and you're just running through everybody and you go kick it in the goal and then you celebrate a victory over another team that literally didn't even try, right? So there's a lot of people who are going to buy into the system because one, they want to get ahead of people that they couldn't have gotten ahead of before. And there are other people who are at the top, just want to stay there. And then there's some people who are just curious. And then there's other people who just like the idea of knowing that if they spend a bunch of money, nobody could ever catch up to them, right? So me, you guys know where I stand. I'm not here to pay money to get ahead of other people. If that's what I wanted, I could have done that a long time ago, but Future Fight never really allowed you to do such a thing until now. Right? It's getting to a dark place. And I do see quite a few of you guys commenting saying, yo, we should be happy because now we get a premium card every month, which we weren't going to get otherwise. No, I don't believe we should be happy about that because I don't believe that's the truth. Let me say this. There was a leak months ago that we were getting a premium card chest added to the game to go along with the monthly check-in that we have that gives out the free CTP. Now this, where is the freaking thing? I don't even know where to find it. I don't even check it anymore. Whatever. Anyways, point is, this chest over here was leaked months ago, right? That it was going to be added to the game at some point. This didn't just magically happen because we are not happy with the fact that they want us to sacrifice premium cards into premium cards. No, they didn't listen to our feedback and then come up with this. They are lying to us. If any of you guys truly believe that the reason why we got the premium card selector, not even selector, card chest is because we complained, you probably also believe that 2 + 2 is 22. Spoiler alert, that's not the case, right? So I don't buy into the fact that we should be happy that we're getting a premium card because, frankly, look at my card set. Everything I've done in this game for the past 5 years, these are the cards. These are the cards that I used. At some point, lesser than this, right? But at the end of the day, now with the new change, cards like this don't matter. Cards like this don't matter. By the way, some of you guys bought this card for Crystal out of the Shield Lab. I know I did because it's very hard to come by. It's a pretty good card, especially if you get the stats to roll nicely. But guess what? Cards like these no longer matter, right? It's all premium, and you have to start awakening your cards to keep up. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And I'm also, even though I'm at a point, like look at my inventory. This is a no flex zone, by the way. Even though I'm at a point where, look at my inventory. I have 5 CTPs of Rage just chilling there, right? Even though I'm at a good place where I have lots of CTPs in my inventory, I'm lacking a few energies. Buying CTPs to sacrifice the other CTPs is not something that I could ever see myself doing unless CTPs in this game were something that you're getting literally every single day and you can get like 30 CTPs a month. No, that's not something I can realistically agree with. So sacrificing CTPs into other CTPs to reforge, that's not something that I would ever support, especially when they want you to sacrifice one of the same CTP and like what, 5 of the other ones for a 7% chance. These guys are out their ever-loving mind, right? They're actually out their mind. And the thing is, they think if they just stay quiet and just wait us out, we will buy into the system and just go away quietly. No, I won't do that. So what I will say to you guys is, even though these guys are saying nothing, they're very closely monitoring how much money they're making, how many players are logging in. And these things are going to be telling in the days and weeks to follow, especially leading up to and after Black Friday. I'm a content creator. I spend money on the game. Some updates I spend more than others. Sometimes I spend $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 in an update, depending on how I feel and how much I make at my job, right? However, this Black Friday that was coming up, I was planning to spend a good amount of cash on the game because we were getting character rework in quotes. We were getting a bunch of them. We got Black Bolt, who I really like. We got Medusa, now Ghost Rider. Things were looking up, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to drop like $1,000 on the game for Black Friday. I know you guys are going to be like, whoa, so much money. I'm in a different situation than you guys, okay? Most of you guys are not making content on the game, right? And most of you guys, I guess, can't afford to, and that's fine. I can afford to. I make content on the game and I enjoy the game. And when a game is doing good, I want to support. But when they're also not doing good, I equally take away that support, right? So I'm on both extremes, right? I'm on both extremes. I will give them as much as I'm able to, and then I'll give them absolutely nothing if that's what I feel like they deserve. And at this point, I don't think they deserve anything. And I believe after Black Friday, that's when we're gonna really see some major changes, right? Or we'll see nothing at all. After Black Friday will be very telling for the future of this game. And I do believe that if these systems stay in place, many content creators will either go back on what they initially said, which is they're not going to spend money on the game and they're not going to support the game if the pay-to-win approach stays, or they'll just quit posting Future Fight and they'll switch over to something else. Me, I'm going to tell you guys right now where I stand. Unless this CTP reforging thing gets changed from being a system where you have to sacrifice CTPs into CTPs and it just becomes where you can just use 6-star obelisk, or they make it so that you can get multiple, I'm talking 10, 20 CTPs a month, and they increase the rate from being a 7% chance to being like, I don't know, like a 60, 70, 80% chance, or they give you the option to, let me go to like my characters here. So like, you know how when you're getting a character to level 70, how you can basically play around with the probability. So if you want to go 10%, you can go 10%. I don't even think I have any characters that I can actually show that on. Like, boom, boom. So like here. So unless they create a system like this for the CTPs where if I want to, I can go 100% and there's no way I can fail, and they make it so that the required material are very much so attainable like obelisk, or they make it so that we can get a plethora, which means plenty, an abundance of, right? CTPs. I'm not spending no more money on the game. Second thing is when it comes to cards, unless they take away the crystal cost when you're trying to let's see, craft combine. Oh, I think I have to actually awaken the star in one of these. No, go away. I'm not feeding into this nonsense. Unless they take away the crystal costs for upgrading these card things, no more money coming from me into this game. So you're gonna see a different approach on this channel. And some of you guys are gonna say, if you really rock with me, how is this gonna affect the channel and the content and me and all that stuff? Again, I've said it multiple times on Discord. I don't rely on YouTube to survive. YouTube is just something I do for fun. I have a full-time job. So as much as I appreciate the support and the concern, I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I will be fine. And I do love you guys for caring about me when you're asking these questions, okay? But I'll be fine. Even if I stop uploading Future Fight videos, shit, I might even just make another channel for whatever else I start doing, right? So if you really rock with me, you can come to that channel if you just want me outside of Future Fight. So I'm gonna say that. You don't have to worry. If they want to kill this game, I'll still be on YouTube. Will it be on this channel? Who knows? Who knows, right? So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling. I do know that there was a Korean article that was published a couple of days ago in regards to the boycott. But the thing is, that's an official news to me, right? For one, I don't speak Korean. And for two, I don't speak to anyone who speaks Korean. And for three, unless it's coming from Disney or Netmarble themselves, it doesn't really count as official news to me. So I'm going to sit back, spend no money on the game, and see what happens after Black Friday, because that will be very telling. All right? That will basically show me the direction of this game. If this system is here unchanged, untouched after Black Friday, then it tells me that they're still making a good amount of money, because there's a lot of people who just fed into the system. And then that just means I'm free to play until this thing gets changed or die. Because we don't go back on our word over here, fam. We're not buying into the system. As much as I can spend the money, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. I don't want to be playing a game where I'm paying to be better than other people. Nah, I want to be better than them because I put in the work, I grinded, and I mastered using the character. Not because I was able to fork out 50,000. I'm not immediately a god. Nah, dog, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. So I'm gone, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be safe out there. Peace.